Choices and Challenges by Natalie, Victoria, and Erica. I would like to introduce you to Elizabeth Cady Stanton, the Little Rock Nine, and Native Americans. These three groups of people have faced many choices and challenges in their lifetime. Their lives have been filled with many struggles and hard decisions. I hope you enjoy the information and background we have put together on these important people and their lives. The Native Americans faced many choices and challenges. Many dangerous weapons to the Native Americans and then took advantage of them and their land. He took away many of their things and left them with little. A choice the Native Americans faced was whether to cross the land bridge across the Bering Sound during the last ice age. The ones who did ended up in Alaska, but for the ones who didn't were kept in a reservation or... A lot of people don't realize the choices and challenges the Native...
Today women can vote. Was it always this way? The answer is no. Women weren't allowed to vote, which meant they had no say for their president. If you had no say in choosing your president, you couldn't change what you think are the country's dilemmas. Among other things, they couldn't divorce or have much say, which made standing up much more difficult. Elizabeth Cady Stanton was born on November 12, 1815. She was an important woman rights leader and abolitionist. She had to fight so her gender could be equal. This was hard. It was hard because when they would protest and write letters, they were ignored. Being ignored hurt and made her more determined for the next letter. Aside from fighting for the right to vote, Elizabeth Cady Stanton fought for many other things. Allowing married women to have property rights, allowing mothers to be equal guardians to their children, allowing women the right to divorce if he or she were being abused.
Okay, you guys finish?
Stop.
In 1956, Central High School was segregated. In other words, they wouldn't allow black teenagers to go to their school because of the Jim Crow law. Slavery was abolished. The blacks were beginning to be unhappy because their schools were not as good as white schools. This led into the civil rights movement. The Little Rock Nine were the first teenagers to integrate high school. They faced many choices and challenges. During a time of segregation, they broke down the barrier between whites and blacks in schools. Ernest Green, Elizabeth Eckford, Karl Marx, Thelma Mothership War, and Melba Patio Bells integrated Central High School.